Attention on deck!
As you were. Across the last 3 weeks, this fleet has performed several dozen FTL jumps, which have taken us far beyond the Cyrenus system. Following our latest jump, we are now close to the borders of charted space. All of you have volunteered to be here under 2 Alpha Protocol, and as you are all aware, the details and objectives of this operation have been classified eyes only until now. For the purpose of operational clarity moving forward, Praetor Agathon has now authorized me to brief you on our purpose here.
About fracking time.
Our route to this location was charted using a cache of spatial coordinates extracted from a wrecked Cylon base star after the Battle of Marathon. Fleet intelligence believed this to be the location of a deep space Cylon command waypoint, and possibly the second of the Cylon's IL units, but after 16 hours of reconnaissance operations, no evidence of either has been found.
3 weeks away from the fight on a do-nothing mission suits me just fine.
Not quite, Lieutenant. 4 hours ago, recon flights located the ruins of a civilian deep-range mining colony. SAR teams were unable to locate any survivors on the surface, but we have made contact with a Tillium freighter that escaped the attack under silent running. Bravo Flight is escorting the freighter into our formation as we speak. Based on the information from the freighter's crew, the Praetor believes that Cylon forces are moving through the frontier colonies carrying out similar attacks. These colonists are defenseless, and whatever our situation, we are obligated to assist them. We are drastically outnumbered, and far from colonial support. In our current state, we cannot save these settlements from destruction, and any attempt to do so would only result in further loss of life. Circumstance has forced us to concede these regions to the Cylons, but you can be damn sure we'll save as many colonists as possible before the frontier is overrun. By pushing our navigational computers and power systems beyond safety limits, Lieutenant Agathon has been able to plot a 10-jump course back to Caprica. Each of these jumps is planned to give us the best chance of locating stranded civilian convoys or other survivors. As we pass through these regions, we will escort any and all civilian craft into formation, where they will form a growing flotilla. I hope you've all had enough sleep, because we anticipate Cylon resistance at every waypoint. The fleet will remain at Condition 1 for the duration of the journey, and all squadrons will fly round-the-clock patrols starting immediately. Fuel and munitions rationing is now in effect, and stimulants will be distributed by flight leaders. It's too late to regret volunteering now. The frontier is poorly charted, and we will be consistently jumping close to the red line. You should be prepared for dust clouds, asteroid debris, and other natural hazards. Dratus can be unreliable in these environments, so remember to pick up your visual scanning. The fleet will begin immediate drive spooling after each jump, and start the next jump sequence as soon as all drives are online. This means you'll only have a small window to return to the nest after each engagement. Stay within the recovery line, and be ready to step on it when the recall order comes in, or you will be left behind. Combat landings will be the order of the day, so be sure to triple-check your undercarriage after every sortie.
That's if the boys upstairs don't shred us with their new toys by mistake.
As the Lieutenant has kindly pointed out, our warships have been fitted with Imperial-era debris mines. For those of you that don't know, they're essentially explosive containers loaded with scrap metal and shrapnel. They tear Cylon squadrons to ribbons, but they'll do the same to you if you're in their way when they drop, so keep your eyes open. You should also be wary of Cylon scrambler devices. The toasters have been using them more and more lately, and they've got enough of our pilots killed already. These things put out an ECM field that will jam your Dratus and play havoc with missile locks. If one of these things goes off, don't try to fight inside the field. Just get the frack out of the way and wait for better odds. Like I said, we're not here to fight on the Cylons' terms. Stay focused on the civilians and make sure everyone makes it to Caprica.
Action stations. Set condition 1 throughout the fleet. All hands make ready for combat jump. I say again, action stations. Set condition 1 throughout the fleet. This is not a drill.
You heard the man. Skids up in 5. Good hunting.
Now hear this. Pilots, man your planes. Pilots, man your planes.